Hey, it's Emerald. Okay, I know that this is kind of weird, but this is actually for an assignment for school, so I actually really hope you enjoy. And okay, so it is Genius Hour for my geography class. I don't know why, but well, I should say contemporary world studies. And we were allowed to pick anything to do, and I chose fandoms because I love fandoms. I am in multiple. Okay, so the first. Okay, so uh, fandoms are generally misunderstood for a lot of reasons. One, and the best example I can give is creepypasta because there was a Slenderman thing going on, and that got the creepypasta fandom a really bad name. Yes, some of us were like, "Oh, we're gonna do this like whoever," but we don't actually mean it. It's only those girls that had done that. We don't, and it's like, ugh, it just annoys me, and I'm sorry. But that is the best example I can give of a misunderstood fandom. But there are many more, and I only know of maybe like 10 at most. And I have actually done some poking around, and I have found out that there is a roleplay group for almost everything. The one thing I could not find is a Generation Dead by Daniel Waters. That is the one roleplay I have not found. That is the one fandom I have not found. I'm all alone. Anyway, but as you can see, I'm all dressed up for this because Black Veil Brides, it is a bandom, which is a branch of a fandom. Bandoms are bandoms, they're like fandoms. Fandoms, they usually the best definition I can give for this is a family that understands you and won't judge you. That is the best definition I can give personally. And I'm sorry if I'm talking with my hands a lot. Okay, so one thing for just hold on real quick, but I'm just gonna keep on talking while I do this. Okay, so one thing that I have actually found about all this stuff is that if you do not believe that you can do any of this, then you are just dooming yourself. Fandoms, they don't do that. Fandoms will help you. Because in fandoms, they actually try to help you understand all this. And this is just gonna go so stupidly, and I'm sorry. But if any of you think that this is turning out bad, please let me know. Okay, so that's the best definition I can give for a fandom. But the real definition is a community of people who follow the same, who are fans of the same anime, book, series, TV show, etc. of you. And that is also another very good definition. And I do not blame people for thinking that that definition is correct, but at the same time, fandoms are so much more than that. Fandoms fandoms like to I can only put this very weirdly, but one of the things that happens is that some fandoms, they just disappear. And it's not even just like it kind of fades, it just literally is gone. And so, one thing with me is that if, with my Genius Hour thing that's going on, I can tell you that it is very, very, very weird to actually sit there and try to talk to other people about your own thing that you're just going at for. And trust me when I say that there's only one nice way to say this. Fandoms will give you the biggest heartbreaks and mental challenges you can ever find, because I'm gonna use Rick Riordan's books for this. I'm sorry, Uncle Rick. I'm sorry. He's not really the uncle, that's just what the fandom calls him. Hence why we're crazy. But Uncle Rick, which is Rick Riordan, who wrote the Percy Jackson series, he wrote Kane Chronicles, and he came out with a new Norse mythology based series, which I really, 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 really want to get that book. Okay. But with Rick Riordan, what he will do is he'll say, here, this character is doing all this stuff. You would just love to hate that character. And then all of a sudden, their death, redeemable quality. Why do you do that? That is what I mean by giving the big. That's what I mean by heartbreak. Because either it's a character that you absolutely love and adore and you want them to survive everything, or it's a character that you love to hate and you don't want the book without them because you need a way to take out your hate. And what does he do? He hears the fandom saying, no, don't take away this character. And it's just like, don't take away this character? I'm not gonna listen. You die now. It happens every time. And it's not even just in the Percy Jackson series either. It's in the Heroes of Olympus series, which is a spin-off of the Percy Jackson, technically considered the same series. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I will slow down now. But it's also in the Kane Chronicles, because you're led to believe that one character is going to die. Okay, if they use magic, they die. If they use magic, they die. Die, 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 die. So, what happens? Oh, hey! Oh, hey! You're gonna die? No. You're gonna be my new host. So that way you and I both can be with the main lady character. Yep. Hi! There. And then he lives, and you're just like, huh? And then you see the connection, and you're like, no, 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 you're supposed to end up with one or the other. You cannot have both. Because when they separate, then you're going to stuck there. And you're going to be like, which do I choose? Which do I choose? Which do I choose? Which do I choose? Also, random things will be happening in this video. I can tell you that right now. And I'm actually using my boyfriend's computer to do this, which is why it's in much better quality and why I have a headset. Don't worry, I didn't lick it. I'm not that weird. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. Okay. So, Rick Riordan is best described as a troll. A major troll. And it happens in every fandom. Because, like, in that Generation Dead that I was talking about, I'm not going to give away names or anything. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens. But you're led to believe that the main character, or one of the main characters, and the main character's best friend are going to end up together. And it's just like, you're just so much supporting this. And then it's like, you went with another guy. You went with a different guy. Are you serious? No, 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 I am not accepting this. No, 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 I'm not accepting this. You are supposed to end up with him, not him. Okay, so that's just with books. Then there's anime, which would be like Hetalia, Black Butler, um, Death Note, Soul Eater, uh, Seven Deadly Sins, which is on Netflix. I think it's a Netflix exclusive. Yeah, those are the ones that those are anime. Anime ones, you clearly have that leeway, but also at the same time you have that storyline that you generally need to follow. And I'm sorry if I keep on looking like that way because I'm just gonna move this. Okay, there we go. But I'm sorry if I keep on like looking down. But like the little window screen where I have the video camera show thing is now right beneath the camera, so it's like, yeah. Alright. And then my personal favorite, Fandoms. Black Veil Brides is one of them. And with Black Veil Brides, um, you get extreme hate if you mess up because, like, at first you could think that Jinx is a girl. Jinx is not a girl. Jinx is a guy. You think that Ashley is a girl. Nope, you're wrong. Ashley is a guy in Black Veil Brides. And then there's Jake, there's Cece, and then there's Andy. And with many different fandoms, I'm sorry, I'm typing now. With many different fandoms, and fandoms, they are fun and not as heartbreaking. Okay, done typing. And like with fandoms, you have the people there, which for Black Veil Brides it would be Andy Biersack, Ashley Purdy, Jinx, Jeremy Jinx Ferguson, Jake Pitts, and Cece, which is Christian Coma. But in fandoms, you get extreme hate if you don't know at least some of the history of that band. And this is personally why I only stick to maybe like one or two. Because I know a little bit about Metallica, I know a little bit about Nirvana, I know a lot about Black Veil Brides. Hence why I have a t-shirt. Actually, I have two. But, so, I know a lot about different fandoms. And due to this, I know where I can get the hate, I know where I won't get the hate. I know these things. And like, especially in fandoms, the only like real drama would be if you're you have a storyline which comes a lot in role plays, or you hear something like, oh, R.I.P. Andy 6, when really Andy just changed his name to his birth name of Andy Biersack. I'm sorry, Black Veil Brides, if you ever watch my videos for some odd reason. I had to use you as an example. You're the only ones that I know that well. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Senpais. That's another thing. Senpais. That is another major thing in fandoms. Senpais. Because my senpais, they are my senpais. And don't, if I don't really like see, if I know that something's going on with my senpais, aka the band, then that's when the drama comes in. That's when fangirls of Fandoms start to get really, really super emotional. They start to get worried, and it's like, okay, what the heck is going on? Why in the world is this happening? What the extra fudge? And it's like, why do you do this? Why? Why do you do this? And it just so happens to be that, oh, it's just life happening. And then there's also the YouTube fandom, which would qualify under, I don't know what YouTube would qualify under. It's like a whole different one. And that's where your senpais are people like Miranda Sings, Tyler Oakley, Lily Singh, aka Superwoman, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and if any of you ever watch my videos, don't hate me for using you as an example, please. I cannot take my senpais hating me. I'm already mentally fragile enough as it is. Thanks a lot, Rick Riordan. I'm sorry, Rick. I'm giving you so much hate. Please don't hate me. The whole fandom does it. So yeah, and then you start to do stuff like that, where you start to take precautions, especially if you're making YouTube videos, because YouTubers, they tend to look at other YouTube videos, they tend to find out who's new, and if they're watching those videos, you gotta make sure, disclaimer, 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 disclaimer. And for whatever reason they might be watching mine, since, yeah. And there are two different groups you could be in, fangirls or fanguys. Fanguys are just male versions of fangirls. Fangirls, they're typically called crazy, insane, obsessed. Yeah, dangerous. And yet, most fangirls are actually quite peaceful as long as they're happy. I count myself as one of those fangirls, as I am actually very, very quite peaceful. I actually tend to seem more reserved at times. And not only that, but some people think that fangirls are going to do anything and everything they can to get senpai's attention or go to senpai. That's not it. That's only the fangirls you hear about. That's only the fangirls and fanguys you hear about. When really, fangirls and fanguys, excuse me, fangirls and fanguys, the majority of them, they're just like, okay, yes, they're fictional, or yes, they're famous. I'm not gonna try to get to them or anything. If I do get to them, I'm gonna take a picture, and I'm gonna be like, look who I got to meet. And, or if they're fictional, it's gonna be like, look who I cosplayed as. So, yeah. I think that I've gone on long enough with this homework assignment video thing. I really, really hope it was good enough. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. And trust me, there is way more to fandoms than I can explain. The only way to know about fandoms is to actually go and experience them yourselves. And trust me, every one of you is in a fandom. If there's that one book, one anime, one manga, one YouTuber, or one band or person or whatever that you just have to have, that's your fandom. And trust me, there's probably like at least 90 more that feel the same way. So, that's all for now. Goodbye, my little gems, and to my teacher, I really hope this was good. Let me know if I should redo this because I actually had a lot of fun doing it, and I would gladly redo it just to get this even better. So, goodbye. I hope you all have a lovely day or night, depending on what time zone you're in. And peace.